On the road with Superdrive. Get closer to your radio. The Superdrive is invading your hood. Bringing radio straight to you wherever you are.
It is 14 minutes down the hour of 5 p.m. You're tuned in to the Superdrive and we're currently on the road. As usual, this show is in two parts. I'm in the studio while we've got AD Baby out there in the streets of Lagos City. Hi, AD.
Yes.
How you doing?
Hello, Chacha.
It's good to hear
I'm good.
your
How
voice.
are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm great.
I'm excited this evening.
I am
And
excited.
currently, I'm at Lekki Gate area of Lekki.
Okay.
Yes. So,
It's incredible.
today's topic.
It's incredible things that happen, in the world and stories that we hear. I've done a quick intro already of, what we're talking about. So let me just hear
All
from
right,
you as usual with your data. What do you think about the topic
You've
of the day?
noticed.
Yes.
Oh, well, so sadly, I do not have data for you today.
Hey.
But, like you've already said, the Kano State Islamic Police called Kano Hisbah has decided to ban the use of mannequins or dummies, as many people know them, as display sources for tailors and boutique owners.
Yeah.
And as funny as this law sounds, it is true. I told somebody and the person was like, no, it's untrue. It's actually true. And then the leader of this Kano Hisbah said that it is because it is responsible for some immoral thoughts in the minds of people. Chacha, I don't know where we're going, to be very honest. Left to me, this should not even be discussed.
It shouldn't. It's actually ridiculous. Well, to some people, let me not step on their beliefs. Some people
I
would
will
say
be
it's
talking
not.
to people today to know their opinions, to know their views as to this recent policy.
Okay.
And I'm promising a fun time on the road show this evening.
All right. No worries. Can't wait to hear what the people around Lekki have to say. Thank you so
All right,
much,
then.
AD.
I'll be back with you.
All right. If you want to join the conversation and you are not around the Lekki area, all you need to do is send a WhatsApp 081-800-899-33. It's incredible what is happening. Look, there are so many bans right now. We are currently going back and forth with the Twitter ban. People were saying, how would you ban Twitter? How would you ban this? But in Kano, they are saying mannequins. So if you're wondering if you don't know, say for instance, you don't know what a mannequin is, it is those things that we call statue that people put their clothes on if they want to sell. You see it outside shops. People are dressed, you see mannequins, but they say is leading to immorality. I'm I have no words. While we have Singapore, who has actually banned chewing gums. If you're wondering if that's true, don't you worry. I'll give you some details in a second.
Spot the crew, join the cruise.
If you just tuned in, this is Hot 93.3. We're currently on the road. I've got AD Adela on the other line. We're talking about the current ban of mannequins in Kano. Adela, go ahead.
Hello, Tata. So I have Yvonne here with me and we're live at Lekki Gate. So Yvonne, if the Kano State government, Islamic police rather, the Kano State Islamic police has decided to prosecute people, tailors and boutique owners who go ahead with the use of mannequins to display clothing they are selling. They are saying that it should be banned because it causes immoral thoughts in the minds of people. What do you think about this policy, this law?
Well, I don't think it's going to work out because so many people here in Lagos, they use that to display or to display their fashion to the public. So I don't think it's possible. It's going to work out.
Okay, so one of the reasons that this is coming on is because the leader said that it causes immoral thoughts. What do you think about this reason?
I don't know what to say on that. I don't know what to say.
Because if such a policy came to Lagos, do you think it would be welcomed by people? Would you welcome it?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
It's not going to work out. No.
Don't you think there are other ways that clothing can be displayed?
Yes, I think online and maybe going out to advertise. I think that's all I know.
Thank you very much. It's been nice talking to you. Apparently, it's not a welcome idea by Yvonne.
It is not a welcome idea. I could tell she was just smiling. She is camera shy, I can tell. Do you have anyone else there with you?
You can tell.
I can.
Not right now. I'll be back with you very soon.
All right, no worries. It is 20 minutes down the hour of 5 p.m. You're tuned into Hot 93.3. We're on the road with Superdrive. My name is Chacha. Every time I think about this, it just makes me, feel some certain type of way. Like, what's in the air in Kano?
Spot the crew, join the cruise.
We're still here taking your thoughts. What do you say? Kano has banned the use of mannequins in restaurants. If you want to display your clothes, you need to find a new way. Hi, Adeola.
Hi, Chacha. Adiola here at Lekki Gate area of Lekki, sampling or getting people's views as to Kano State Islamic Police's new policy to prosecute people that use mannequins to display their clothes that they have for sale. So I have Bernard here with me. Hello, Bernard.
Welcome.
Okay, so I've told you about this. I just want to know, what are your thoughts as to this recent development in Kano State?
That very development is not going to work in Lagos State because Lagos is not an Islamic state. For me, that sample is just for those that are selling clothes, and it's making customers to attract customers to get their products. For me, it doesn't make sense. It won't make sense in Lagos State.
Okay, let's go to Kano State now. People use these things to display their wares for sale. So the leader of Kano Hisbah said that because it is responsible for causing immoral thoughts in the minds of people. How valid do you think this reason is?
Once you are immoral, you're immoral. There's no amount of... If you look at women everywhere, even if once you are immoral, even if someone is wearing hijab, in must fall. But once you got your mind off that, you won't be attracted. You won't be distracted. So for me, I think they are just doing the Islamic something, and it will not make sense in Lagos State.
Thank you very much. It's nice talking to you. A Lagos resident has said that if such is brought to Lagos State, it will not be welcomed by him. And it will not make sense, according to him.
I absolutely love what he said. He said, once you have immorality in you, you have it in you regardless.
Exactly.
All right.
Once your mind is that way, there is nothing outward that can be done to it. You just have to change your mindset.
All right. Thank you so much, Adeola.
All right, Chat. I'll be back with you.
All right. The person who came up with this law, this bill, or this, this new thing, that guy, suppose they give him side eye, say, Wagwan, sir, what is going on? Remember, you can also join the conversation via text or WhatsApp 081-800-89933. I've got this message here. It says, hello, Chacha. Here in Nigeria, our lawmakers are coming up with ridiculous laws, while in Ghana, they are welcoming investors to drive their economy. I just learned that Toyota Motors just opened a big plant in Ghana. Recently, I swear down, Nigeria matter can give one high BP. So, Chacha, make me just the observe to you 2023 elections or do from mirror. Look, I mean, Ghanaians are probably looking at us and be like, African giants, right? African giants.
Spot the crew, join the cruise.
It's 36 minutes down the hour of 5 p.m. You're still listening to Hot 93.3, and we are currently on the road with Superdrive. My name is Chacha. I've got Adeola on the other end. Hi, Adeola.
Yes. Hi, Chacha. Adeola again at Lekki Gate area of Lekki. And I have Logo here with me. Hi, Logo. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so as I earlier told you, Kano State Islamic Police, called the Kano Hisbah, has declared that people who use mannequins to display the clothing they have for sale will be prosecuted because it is now banned, and that it might be responsible for causing immoral thoughts in the minds of some people. What do you think about this?
All right, so my take on my point about that is that if you look at the kind of country we're in, all right, so in a country where the government of the people are doing very little to ensure that the people have a life that is worthwhile. So I want to be of the opinion that people are trying to make ends meet for themselves, all right, and they're trying to make something out of nothing. So I don't want to be negative or this kind of statement I'm about to make right now. So I would say Kano State, if you look at the whole of Nigeria, all right, so you know the way they used to call Africa a third world country. So I would say Kano State is like a third world state in the concept of Nigeria. So looking at Lagos State where I am right now, being like the you know the most exposed state in the whole of the country. So I would say it's just due to the fact that they have little or no exposure and the kind of people they put in place for their security or leadership positions. They have little or no understanding or little or no knowledge about what they actually implementing, over the people. So I would say it is a no for me because people need to eat first of all, and when you look at entertainment or beauty aspect of life, it is how do I put it now? It's like an industry. All right. So if you're doing nothing to to support the people in their business and they're trying to do something for themselves, why would you say what they're doing you want to police them unnecessarily? So to me, it's an unnecessary policing of the people's looking for the word right now. People are trying to do something for themselves. Effort. Thank you very much. People's effort to do something out of nothing. So it is a no for me. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Profound. Thank you very much. Hi, Chacha.
I'm with him. I'm definitely with him.
You gave another angle to everything we've been talking about. I have someone else hearing me. Hello.
Right,
good evening.
Sorry?
Good evening. What's your name, please?
I'm Abolani Joseph.
Okay. So, Kano State, a group in Kano State called Kano Hisbah has declared that people who use mannequins to display clothing they have for sale will be prosecuted because these mannequins might be causing some immoral thoughts in the minds of some people. What are your thoughts as to this?
Okay. The first thing I want to say is this. The first question I would have loved to ask is that in this country called Nigeria, do we still have what we call fundamental human rights? Is it still in existence? Understand? That's the first question that I would like either Hisbah as a law enforcement agency in court in Kano State or the Kano State government should answer first. That's number one. Then number two, what I will also say is that as society, as it becomes sexually perverse to the extent that when you see an ordinary mannequin, you will not become sexually moved or aroused. They should answer that question. If the answer is yes in their own content, then I would say that our society must have degenerated from human society to an animalistic society. That's second point. Then thirdly, my point is this. In this country, it's getting obvious on yearly basis, monthly basis, weekly basis, peradventure, daily basis, that we are marriage of forced union. Different set of people that are not meant to be together are already being forced to be together. People with different ideology, people with different ideas, people with different beliefs and ideas are not being together. Here am I in Lagos State, a Yoruba man, that want to exercise my fundamental human right in line with the democracy. And here is someone claiming to be in the same country with me, under the same constitution, restricting me from exercising that. I think the old question of whether we are actually meant to be together or not are often coming up. So, my own thoughts, there's a lot of abnormality in this country from the constitution that brought us together to the so-called state-owned constitutions. Understand? And I think if Nigeria will still be together, there's a lot of issues that need to be resolved because it's a time bomb. If it's not properly resolved, there's civil war awaiting this nation in the nearest future.
Hopefully that doesn't happen, and that's a topic for another day. Obviously, you are not you don't welcome the idea. So if such is even brought to Lagos State, I can see that you are really speaking against it.
You and I know that it can never happen. You understand? Lagos there is no practice here. An average person, even an average Hausa man in Lagos State, is enlightened. Wouldn't welcome such. So not to talk of a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, a Niger Delta man, an average civilized person that dominates Lagos State. So I know it can't happen.
It's great talking to you. I appreciate your views. Thank you very much. Hello, Tata.
I really do appreciate his views, but we do not hope for any civil war.
We do not.
All right.
So many subtopics that he dropped in his views, and they cannot be addressed today.
I mean, if he was in a debate, he most likely would have come top 2. Do you have more people
Very
there
true.
with you?
Not right now, Tata.
All right. So
I'll be back with you.
All right. No worries. We'll be done in 17 minutes. Just in case you still want to share your thoughts, you can send a message. Hi. Good evening.
Good evening, Tessa. What's up?
Good evening, Cyril. Go ahead.
Tessa, please, I want to ask a question first, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this coming from their Shariah law?
Hisbah, yes.
Okay. Sometimes I used to ask myself, if I after Muslim and a Yoruba Muslim, sometimes I do ask myself if these people are serving or are having different beliefs in their religion. Because somehow the way a Yoruba Muslim and Hausa Muslims are behaving is very is different.
Different, okay.
Different. Sorry to use this word. If you look at this, the Sharia law of the thing, it looks more conflict, more do or die stuff, Mm-hmm. I remember a story that broke out, is it earlier this year or last year in France? There was a teacher who used Islamic story book to make as an analysis in the student in the class. And in that class, we have the mix of Christian and Muslim inside. So because he used the Islamic story book, the Islamic student, they got angry. They hung up after the school. They killed the teacher.
Oh, wow.
So when they killed the teacher, the president of the country, which is Michael Common side, he was very angry. He released a statement that said that Islamic are encouraging violence and terrorism.
Seriously, they are not encouraging violence and terrorism.
No,
okay.
that was what he said. No, I'm coming. That was
all
what
right,
he
please
said.
make it brief. We have to go back to the room.
And this was get everybody, all the Islamic leader in the world, get them angry. Mm-hmm. But nobody wants to listen or want to do a research. What caused this man to use that their written word? So at the end of the day, let's come back to what happened in our own country. Mm-hmm. Somebody that will look at that image and get moral thought. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I think that person, sorry to use this, I think that person is being possessed or is mad. Sorry to say.
I agree
because
with you.
This is the thing that these guys or these business people are using to do marketing, clear awareness for their market. Mm-hmm. So how would you now come and fight? I always say these things. This is one of the reasons that these guys are allowing so much of illiterate to run in the north. Because this kind of thing, when they allow their people who are illiterate to understand what they do, they shouldn't understand. They use this thing to create problems. Now you see an ordinary Islamic person who do not understand anything apart from their Islamic rights. Apart from their, how do you call it? Their,
we need to switch to the road. Bring you home.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah, right.
It will cause problems. Mm-hmm. So for me, let me draw cutting. It's not a welcoming idea. I pray this kind of things will not come to Western State or Niger Delta where I come from. Because it can't work. It can work.
Thank you so much for calling, Cyril. It is 13 minutes before we get to the hour of 6. I'm going to take one comment, and this comment here is from Ak Michaels, and it says, "Good evening, Miss Chacha, our number one lounge mistress." He says, "I couldn't help but comment on this topic. It's really disheartening that at this present age and time, we are unfortunate to still be hearing things like this from the leaders of our beloved country. First of all, I must say whoever thought this up in the first place is sick in the head and should be advised to take therapy, because it's not quite natural that someone should think immoral thoughts while looking at a mannequin. They might as well ban baby dolls and the likes if they want to do a perfect job. Meanwhile, there is a whole lot more pressing issues that the country is facing and needs these so-called brilliant minds to provide long-lasting and sustainable solutions to them." Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Chacha, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Mecca.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What topic are you for discussing?
You know that in Kano State, the Kano State banned the use of mannequins for displaying clothes by tailors and boutique owners. It says that it leads to immoral thoughts.
Well, that is their problem. That is their business. It's their lack. Is it not stupidity for a matured man to even think? It shows that there are people that they are not. It shows that the leaders are not doing a good job. Even the Islamic, with due respect to the religion, it shows that some of the scholars are not doing a good job. So what they are saying is, when they see Maliki, they will now start having erection or what?
Yeah, immoral.
That is why some of them sleep with cows.
Ew.
Yeah, that is not the reality. That is why I don't know how this thing came to be. I don't know how this demon entered Nigeria. So those who are using this product to display their wares, so what will they be using? They will be using bamboo.
Nigeria.
That is why some people call Nigeria
Zoo Nation. Thank you so much, Mr. Mecca. I'm enjoying your humor.
May God pity your zoo country.
Thank you so much for calling. This guy, I enjoy the fact that he's laughing. I'm still here with you, 10 minutes to 6 p.m. Don't go nowhere.
Spot the crew, join the cruise.
3.3 is the dial. It is 9 minutes to the top of the hour. I still have Adiola, who is currently out there at the Lekki Gate area of Lagos State. Hi, Adiola.
Hello, Tata. Adiola at Lekki, like you said, Lekki Gate. So I'm concluding this evening with my final interviewee. Hello, Adi.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So like I told you earlier, a group called Kano Hisbah in Kano State, the Islamic police, has declared that they would be banning or prosecuting people that use mannequins to display the clothing they have for sale. What do you think about this?
The northern states have always been more cultural with their shit, so with their stuff. Yeah. They've always been cultural with their stuff. So I don't think I'm surprised. If you look at most Islamic countries as well, they ban stuff like that, so I'm not that surprised. It's just another wow factor in Nigeria. Things happen like every fucking day, every single day.
Hey, God.
Can you such a word?
Which kind of guy
Things
be
happen like
this?
that like every single day, so it's normal. But I don't think stuff like that can come to Lagos because Lagos is not a very cultural place. Lagos is more urbanized than that, Those guys get their organization or their sort of organization from the Islamic countries, so they do what their masters do, sort of, look for a way to cope or just move.
Thank you very much. It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that if you had continued your conversation with him for the next
I'm
2
so
minutes. Can you hear me, Adiola?
Yeah, what did you say, Chacha?
I said I was thinking if you had continued your conversation with him for the next 2-3 minutes, would have heard a little more curse words.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for the curse words you used.
That's all right.
I should have warned him very, very much. But Chacha, to conclude this evening, I'm just going to say that as much as we're a very religious nation, where is the place of human rights? Where is the place of fundamental human rights? Where's the place of democracy? So I think Nigeria. So I think our democracy should also cover those parts. And this.
We lost her there. If you still want to join the conversation, be free to get across to us on WhatsApp 081-800-89933. So we've been talking about the ban of mannequins in Kano State because they believe that it causes immorality. But I also have another thing to share with you. So I mentioned earlier that another ban that kind of got me by surprise was Singapore. Apparently, along with having laws against spitting and urinating anywhere but a toilet, Singapore has also banned chewing gums in an effort to keep the city clean and orderly. The ban was established in 1992, and in 2004, exceptions were made for therapeutic, dental, nicotine gums, and the likes. But this one tops it for me. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. You're my final caller for this evening.
My name is Chuka.
Your name is?
Chuka.
Chuka. All right. Go ahead, Chuka.
I don't even know where to start.
Start from the top.
Mannequins now.
Yeah.
Chuka,
your line is not so clear. Could you be more audible, please?
You hear me now?
Yes.
I'm saying it's a legal area. What exactly is the notion behind mannequins?
They believe it causes immoral thoughts. That's the motion.
Immoral thoughts.
Anybody
that expresses all thoughts of an inanimate object. That's okay. You look at. You're having immoral thoughts of an inanimate object. It is not moving. It is. I don't even know how to go around it. It's like saying having a moral thought for a stick or a crowbar or something. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it makes sense to them.
Chuka, I'm afraid your line is really bad. I'm struggling to hear. Please send me a voice note if you can. All right. The WhatsApp number to send a voice note is 081-800-89933. We will take a news break at 6 p.m. But before we get there, I want to say something. Apparently, there is such a thing as objectophilia. It's a form of sexual or romantic attraction focused on a particular inanimate object. Individuals with this attraction may have strong feelings for and commitments to certain items or structures. Maybe the person who brought this law has that. I must say, it's incredible. My name is Chacha. Don't go nowhere. This is Hot 93.3. A DJ Neptune featuring One Nicole coming up with the music Messiah. I'll be right back shortly after 6.
On the road with Superdrive. Get closer to your radio. The Superdrive is invading your hood. Bringing radio straight to you wherever you are. Every Thursday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Hot 93.3. Spot the crew, join the cruise.